With tens of thousands of kilometres of available shoreline, fishing the beach and surf is an easily accessible pleasure whether you live in the bush or the city. Yesterday I caught a plane to South Australia with the aim of going and fishing some of their remote beaches. The plan was to catch up with my good mate Tom Tierney, let the air out of those tyres and go and check out the beauty of some of our rugged and remote beaches. Our target today was Australian salmon, one of our more hard-fighting and popular sport fishing species. Our strategy was to hit the dunes, stay high, stay mobile, put the Polaroids on and look for those darker patches of water and the telltale signs of roving packs of salmon.
Well, we're pretty lucky here in South Australia because we've got great beaches, we've got a hell of a variety of fish, catch most of them from the shore, you don't need a bait. You can get a lot of fish in the boat as well, but the fishing here is just terrific. You get good weather, you catch fish.
I think they're sort of coming that way, so you probably want to cast out this end.
The salmon's probably one of my favourite targets. Anybody can get them. They're close in offshore. Just a great sport fish. They give a good fight and really great fun.
Doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Magnificent day, beautiful South Australian weather, crystal clear waters, sight fishing Aussie salmon, pound for pound, one of the toughest fish that we can come across, and luring them. You gotta love that. Aren't they magnificent predators? A great schooling fish, big powerful runners. They'll attack baits, love a well presented lure. So much fun to catch, particularly on medium, light, weight spin gear.
If you want to chase salmon seriously, the winter time's definitely the best. Try and pick offshore winds and good tides where the gutters fill with water, and you just go along. If you're using lures, you just look for schools of salmon like we've seen out here today. During the winter, those schools seem to break up, and they break up into a lot of numbers of fish rather than big black schools. Then they're easier to target with bait, just fishing a gutter. Burley up a gutter with whiting heads or pilchards, then use whole pilchards for bait and you'll smash them.
Yeah. Just here, see them in the waves? Yeah, they've moved out, they've pushed out. There's still a few stragglers though.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, what do you look for when you're trying to find salmon schools? Well, so if you're fishing up on sandbars, a lot of people, they've got no idea and they just fish anywhere. They're not going to catch too many fish. So you have to pick the best area where you're most likely to get fish. On an open beach like this, if you get up in a high vantage point like we are here, if you look out, you can actually see the black schools, but even if you can't, you can pick out the deep green channels where the water runs out to sea. Your sinker will hold and your bait will hold, your burley will go out that gutter and it'll bring the fish into you. So you've got a lot better chance. Another good tip, which I haven't mentioned before, but you should always wear Polaroid glasses. I've got prescription Polaroids. You can pick out the schools of fish a lot better with Polaroid glasses, and it saves your eyes. If you're fishing off rocks and headlands, quite often schools of fish will come in behind a sheltered bay or an island in near the rocks, and if you're up high you can actually see them flashing silver in the water. Then they're pretty easy to target as long as you can get down to where they are. There's all sorts of different lures you can use for salmon. Off the beach, especially if it's a bit windy, you need something with a little bit of weight, so I prefer metal lures, slices and twisties and things like that you can get a bit more distance with. And I prefer to keep my rod tip low and wind fairly fast. Sometimes you'll hook a fish, it'll get off and you keep winding and they'll be following it and you'll get 2 or 3 hookups and you'll still land a fish. You know, if you want to target salmon on lures on a beach like this or any similar beach, the first thing I do is just get up and have a look all the way along so you can pick out a school, and then you walk to where they are. You try and cast in front of the school to the leading edge, not right in the school. If you cast plonk sinkers and lures straight into the middle of a black school of salmon, you'll break them up pretty quick and they'll shoot back out to sea. So if you work the edges, they'll see the lure go past, they'll come shooting out and grab it, and you can keep catching them until you get red in the face.
There's another breakaway patch just over here, Tom. They're coming in, another 2, 3, 4 minutes. I reckon we might have a shot at those. Oh yes, that is great for getting the adrenaline going on a lazy beach weekend day. Sight fishing these packs of hunting salmon, getting gear that can let you cast the lure far enough to reach them, making sure you put it to the edges of the school. You don't want to push that school further out to the beach, and then you want to just tantalisingly leave that lure there for a little while, let them see it, and then just start twitching it and working it with the occasional pause. I think salmon as a pelagic love the pause thrown into your retrieve. So you can get their attention and then pause it. That's usually their undoing. One will happily cruise in behind it, sip it in, then you're in for a bit of fun. Really crucial tool to have in the armoury is a good set of polarised sunglasses. So we've got a very mobile approach and it's dictated by where we see fish. So a high vantage point, good pair of sunnies to cut the glare, start picking out those roving packs, and importantly see which way they're moving and try and get ahead of them. Get lures in the right place. Oh yeah. Oh, handy having a lure like these Richters, be able to easily pick these salmon up, handle them safely and securely. There you go. It's a few kilos of raging fun on the beach. They are powerhouses for their size. And then once again, the important tools to have in the armoury. Good set of polarised sunglasses, good set of legs, some handy spin gear, let you cast lures quickly and to a good distance through the surf zone.
And to keep up to date with everything the Fishing Show crew is up to, including our latest competitions and prize giveaways, head over to our Facebook page, AFN The Fishing Show. And if you're keen for content, AFN TV is now free to join with over 1,000 videos at your fingertips, plus tip and tactics from Bill and myself.